Hey there, Big Brother fans. It seems that production messed up and released an image of an upcoming comp. So we want to tell you about this Big Brother leak and the zombie puzzle and the big question about whether this is the challenge Cameron must face or not. We're going to tell you what BB25 production did and what their slip up revealed. So this leak happened on the live feeds on September 27th. The cameras were switching from one room to another, and for just a fraction of a second, just a sliver, the cameras showed the backyard. Mind you, the backyard is blocked off for the house guest right now. They always do that, when they set up a comp, they lock them down in the house. And a puzzle comp had been set up in the yard, and the cameras showed it for just a second, and we're going to let you see it. So it has already been rumored that tonight's re-entry contest will be a puzzle. Supposedly a very challenging puzzle, not a Caitlin Herman Child's Play 5-piece puzzle. And from the sneak peek screen cap that came from the live feeds, it looks like it's a zombie themed puzzle with disembodied heads. Sounds kind of fun. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Big Brother updates, leaks, and spoilers. So one thing just real quick that should be mentioned about this leaked image is that Hamster Watch, which is generally pretty reliable, said an inside source told them the puzzle was not for the re-entry comp, and instead it's for a different event. But you know how it is, any info that comes from a quote-unquote inside source, sometimes it's a good leak, sometimes it's not a reliable leak, and I imagine we are not going to know 100% the veracity of this leak until tonight's live episode. So this hasn't aired yet, but we do know from the live feeds already that Cameron won all 3 parts of the re-entry comp, and so he's the one in control of how the game goes tonight on the live episode. And he thinks it's going to be a puzzle, and he's got to decide if he's going to play or he's going to let Jared play. So here's the way it works, if you didn't know. If Cameron decides he's going to play the comp and he wins, he gets to come back into the game, back into the house for good, and Jared is sent packing. But if Cam plays and loses, then Jared gets to go back into the house and keep playing, and Cam goes home. So Cameron has told other house guests on the live feeds that he definitely intends to play, but then in a conversation with Jared, he admits that he's having second thoughts about this. Cameron said he's seen too many people that he thought should have won battle backs, but ultimately they didn't win, and he just doesn't want to have regrets about making what could be a wrong choice. So tonight we get to watch live as Cameron makes his decision in front of the cameras, and then we should see either Cameron or Jared compete to stay in the house. Remember, it has been 2 weeks since someone was booted from BB25, since Izzy was sent packing. And there's chatter that after the live re-entry, rather than having a live eviction as usual on Thursday, there may not be time for an HOH comp, so that may just play out on the feeds and fans won't see it until Sunday. We'll see though. If you haven't already, hey, please click the subscribe button and click notify if you want to get a message when there is a new Big Brother video. Thanks for tuning in. Come back soon for more BB25 news.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.